Yep. Okay. Hmm?
Okay. Guy Bifanam Lundori Sukuta Diaspora or Sukuta Community TV wala bale live jang Facebook oto BILAL no program min sotale jandal wala mba topic min discuss la ja wala concern about Sukuta Diaspora ko la multipurpose center la ko la dal especially youth sol la karola kalbi ala nyami biwo kaning pamatar da bijam from Gambia aning Aladdin guy bambu alahayi aning mbadi mada kay nekke ba nafa so ni wo kan dal sa because mo kurol miliyalon koy jontam fi jandal min boko Aladdin wol sa Aladdin bula fana ya fon fo ya to US la dal aning fana mo yalon koy bani pejo ko ne ba jibe kam please albia kata alia sia alia like alia sia la friends will be bajel dal ifanansa benefit bina kuma ko men fala jam concern about Sukuta la karola especially multipurpose and ani youth sol la karola yo ngai Aladdin bambu en se fanam bole ya viewers sol mota ye content dal den data
Assalamu alaikum Sukuta TV malbe kondona and there malaji nada nada karanda feeling and some feeling for karanda and stuff so I'm gonna catch you. Thanks for watching.
Walang ngai aba o friend fan Aladdin fa jam hakilo blandi komi nimba karanda dal mira kake jam but unfortunately bi dal abulo mutata domandi amanna no dal so bio kan wolon dal bar bi ka chawo dulal domanden dal because bi mu Gambia ni America ani England ni German na di dal ngai wallo mixing ñoko no jam butonde nafa
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum viewers all ndolo na damu na le kote ke Sukuta Youth Diaspora ka kono to dia ko min kumol mi yalan ko think ko ninkelo ani mol mi yalan ko bota Sukuta yenta ko yenta ko I need some words of encouragement and motivation so that can shine multipurpose and bolo code so wo amanke mo klindo code being in the Gaden wala Puruka make sure I low. So Nakung Jang Amo Sifa Letidal. Lamina Falum England.
Yo, ngai nafa baraka bake dal malam fu pamatar ba moy kanne pamatar malam fe moy kanne ba.
Yeah, assalamu alaikum. Mal moy kanne alminari.
Alhamdulillah ala tento. Naam.
Lamina ba animbara. Aladin. So ngamol fenko na network la among from back. So it seems I'm better off with an audio than video fenko nye. But maybe just briefly like gamna jenji da dokula fama nga di no la telephone kono no mo ga hadama yakene wato. So I just came outside just to be able to be part of this thing effectively.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to the course. Because I'm first time to participate on Sukuta online evening. So programs will follow jele. But then participant in the program, I think this is the first time. So first of all, talk about first of us. Nga host viewers will be conduct. Then I welcome you all to this program as well. So Allah barakabake, umarasi Aladdin, and the moment about the at this point in time, or about the later on after the program. Assalamu alaikum.
Olam pamatara baraka bake dali no kai gambi wa diari no kai fonkatilo la hainen jana dali no baraka bake. Anyway, sa program on yes ngai sa asamani pamatara karola dali no concern ba anim fanan dali no alla executive kuro mi fanan ale mi fenge ale mol mi joinji because the youth soldier dali no ba fulale fanan welcome youth soldier mi fanan joinji ba fulale fanan ko welcome sa di do ko la be dal. Then sita pamadar youthful la karola multipurpose center la karola dali no ni sam mako no ji like isa kumandi mota no ya fa nyaba stage mindo anim fanan dali no youthful la participation no ba nyami ji ani aba youthful de mala nyami jani mafutal diaspora ba youthful mimba suo kono abe de mala nyami dali no ni sa domandi mota no ya chonsinye ji dala beti abala dal.
Okay, Omar, baraka bake. Multipurpose la na Sukuta, or it's something that cannot be overemphasized because right now, Mojama Lebije Minanoko Imantano through the formal education where they have dropped out of school. So near skill centers, so one fan of the Minanoko is going to bridge the
Okay, network warning. Ala network warning tatal dal, it seems like Gambia non dal, so okay, Bambia la dal, Then instead back to Aladdin, because coming be ala nyami youth solar program ali multipurpose center la site non dal, US la ma la ni youth solar ni bijang Aladdin ata fanan joint na meeting otore. La last meeting no mi ala na ke dal, Sukuta Diaspora youth solar meeting Aladdin malo ini la molo ko la nyani anim fanan dali no useful la karola especially in diaspora ja yaji nyaadi anim multipurpose center fanan na ku nyin dali no yaji nyaadi la fanan dala ba Sukuta de mala nyami anim fanan dal useful mi ba suwo ko na bi ma ko le nyami dal anim fanan yamire diaspora ja useful what should we do concern about the multipurpose center la karola dali no.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum, Marbe Kondona, viewers and everyone else. Yeah, so last time I joined the youth in the youth in diaspora and joined the meeting and everything, and it was a very good meeting, and then we talked about a lot of stuff, a lot of important stuff for that matter. And then and I also told him that I will reach out to the youth in America. That way we can all come together and then make some contribution. And I asked them a lot of questions because, like for example, America England, you know, like Dolphin and Kafos again and everything. And then name,
Hello?
for example, like Naswa Joe, Pathe, Naswa Joe. You come in use local Joe, then they feel they don't have the need to pay again for this other use. But at the coming in Kaponin, like the using and everything. The reason for that is coming to live on us. You know, Kataniga Lako, okay, regardless of how many Jojana, you know, for a journal, you know, so it's a journal like Napao Dolia up to like 4 times. Model group or manager up to like 3 times. So even Yakurojo, let's say Nasu or Yakurojo UK diaspora, you know, it's even you know, hand sign, it's a $20 journal, it's a $50 journal, you know, like Imanju Defender, basically, you know, they're just trying to empower everybody. So, and then I feel like we should all come together and then support this multi-purpose center. And then also regarding Milba Suoko and all, like ne usual Bake Kanjando. And then use Jamal Bijang, it came from Baliku Jamal just to pay that $20, you know, because they have other priorities, but go priorities in bondage in order to pay this $20 or $10. So it should be appreciated, you know, and then the least we ask of them is to be on the ground and help. You know, like coming Mason or whatever label that they can provide, you know. So I think that also in the meantime, so
yeah, nama pamatar fana na aladina baraka mamuru na jire dal pamatar fana na dal.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Apologies for that. Nah, Fenko, it seems the connection went off abruptly. Malum Fontelambam for technical side, I'm not sure.
Okay, it's okay.
Nga nim barola Wi-Fi na tanan to beba nim to beba sodar la le men. Every gama be Wi-Fi. Yeah. Yeah, so thanks very much for that, Alade. Coming just to emphasize, like Sukuta is a big town. We have more than 50,000 people in Sukuta, and then there is no multi-purpose center. Hanintol as VDC found. Nil left a meeting all of Ankara health center, and sometimes it's not convenient. And then Wofana forcefully, you limiting time on your schedule in such a way that you know you don't want to tamper with the health center in scheduling. You understand? Sometimes no time or model favor, executives or favor, because ideally, hospital or health center is not designed to be hosting such events, coming up community meetings and stuff like that. So we'll do them with challenges. And again, like I said, there is not a single skill center in Sukuta. That means you know, this massive population explosion that we are having, especially within the youth folks. So they'll be drop out of school, you know, they're just roaming on the street. You know, you can foresee in future they'll be holding on to something decent, you know, something that they'll be able to earn their livelihood. So it's a concern for every person who is in town or who is in town but is away, but their hearts and mind are home, you know, because we are all knowing and seeing what is happening. So the only way in Soldol counter most of these societal management care, and the only way to counter it is through empowerment, through education. And skill acquisition is fundamental in that. And this is very timely. Not that I'm saying, I'm sorry to say, but the field is not very bright, you know, especially for some of these folks, you know, they've dropped out of school or they think that it's a fenkenoje whereby you don't have to depend on anybody for your livelihood, for your well-being. You know, you take care of yourself. There's nothing more honorable than that. So coming killer question on Javidal, fenko ning multi-purpose jingala na abasate form makole in general, but in particular about useful form makole back form. So it's something me anako mo be nyanta flanyola, all hands on deck. Najibe momosa little quarter min keno, just to emphasize. Thank you, Aladdin and Minfono. I mean, to be honest, personally, I'm dealing with the diaspora community, the youth Fenkoning, and I'm really impressed with the performance and the commitment they have towards the community. Though they're not around. So I strongly believe that we just have about just 30% of that kind of commitment from those within the community. But I mean, for can be water killer, but statement though, we would have gone very far. But then it doubts me sometimes. It also surprises me, sort of, or sometimes I get disappointed. Minimum trajang. Well, me and a in a life con at least somehow they are successful. They are somehow okay. Only level of commitment show towards this project. Those down here on the ground seems are not committed equally or also in similar commitments. And then near BGB, they are the sole beneficiary of the project. So, you know, what mukula de miana kodala intol concern as individuals, and concerned as VDC executives. We try to raise awareness. We try to publicize forums or kafenke. But min kanake, they mold diamakon mo bika ko next week ko jeba falala tap. You know, but need that on the ground. You can look at more minja ko mo si jafana. Maybe once in a while, 1 or 2 new faces will show up, but then subsequently, you know. So, so right now, just to be honest with you, we are kind of obliged to commit financially. Because our own assessment right now is like we are reconsidering. We've not taken the decision yet because what is on a greater community, including those in the diaspora, whether we may have to start paying people. It's very sad, very unfortunate, but this is the discussion going on at the moment. Because Samara Bakeri Nalbe along, foundation was in there, and then the turnout was very good. Foundation on based in the far and a betango sang, cemental sang, the canals. Okay, saying, am I there?
Yeah, I began
okay. So Sama another start. So Samala start on you. It put us in a very funny situation, sort of. That was a call for emergency because no one didn't call me based on Sama kana Gio Fenko Bankoni Tako de Kabe Murundi Foundation on Yinkon. So that would be like, you know, starting from zero again. So we made a huge publicity to appeal to the public, you know, put a more mark inside. At least ninga o dumal concrete no nga cemento wulini no afinti do kono han sama li pata nyaaw nyaay baajale ko ana banko mo na kono in fact lafta wala because the foundation is ni ka banko ni dalem lañi ni cemento wulini ya sare ko ke bar sama ba minke gawla ba sare kane atran tol man fenko la flo man concrete ko la pour ko la finde so wo fanango appeal so ke nyaaw nya but still the turnout was not very good. And then to be honest ninga nyimfo we have to give credit to certain quarters within the community, especially the Sukuta skilled men, and in Red Cross, and in Service for Peace, and then some other few guys. They are very supportive from the onset. But now Mantara model Jekang coming expect Nunyaming from the onset, and that trending is what is continuing. Unfortunate, the same low turnout lump, the same low turnout. So, like I said, we are currently contemplating whether Fomba Module Jola have. In fact, some were suggesting to us. That's how it all came about. Come inside Molka busy, let's say Moldila family in Fenkolum. So Purkol Bay to J sometimes is difficult. But it's a job that we do only during weekends. Yalan. Ni module resources that you sacrifice. So neither man resources you contribute no. Ita finance mean can all to contribute your labor. Ila labor neither finance all contribute no. So Ibajala saying that is the discussion that is taking place. Some are suggesting we should start paying them. You know, Ninko do Tariano. So that's a sad reality on the ground, just to keep you posted. Yeah.
Okay, Abaraka Baka Dal, you know, it's really sad mean for Jandal, you know, but Janinta Binal Dance Nafabula, Nafates are cool out later, especially me along Kodal, you know, it's a minky no like Molmi along goes for if a number join the Ninka course Ninkona Yaman coming Molmi but diaspora J Bakata Yami, Germany, America, ni England, Sadi, Duli Bakata Yami, Molmi was about join the Yami that you know, for some who brainstorm together to find a solution. Remember, no one been out. Someone from the Faisa who join no Latin know about.
Umar Baraka man, thank you. Guy I'm involved because I'm sad at the end and at the same time, you know, kind of suffer because if people are trying to You can find if someone is pouring water on your back, the least thing you can do is help the person, poorly, because at the end of the day, man, the resources that's going to help build that multi-purpose center, 90% of the benefit is to you, the youth who are there. If we are to in turn pay you people from the little money we send, I think that is a bit despicable at the moment, man. And then I can't get my head around it, to be honest. It's very, very sad. I was Sukuta Diaspora when I was there, and when a lot of the people were there, man. Second for me, I don't go, why and I don't understand. Why should they say come and help yourself? Because your quota towards the building of multi-purpose center is for you to render a service by providing free labor. Molmi Alonko Yakudo Kika when the diaspora. Some of us are doing 2 jobs, Some are doing they've got their family, the little family, they're taking care of the family. The money that should be spent on the family, they're sending that to, the contributions towards the multi-purpose center. I don't think it ever Mundohul can or means for sacrifice. There's people who are risking their life every day in the diaspora to have money, and they're sacrificing that money to send you people in Gambia or Sukuta, who are the multi-purpose center, me, I don't know, I got them from Marco. There's no words, man. I'm just surprised, honestly. But what I mean, I'm more viewers and the track. Puruka, King, VDC. Yeah, understand. For the game, a lot of you are on the streets drinking as a like me al mobe manga karanati. Ni nothing and the proof, mini alonko, it came manga karanati, puri mecho ni. So sign ni manga karanati, say min nyante mako da puru ita fana sa independent ye fon mako ye dimbasto ya mako ita ke to California me da jo. I think basically you are just shooting yourself on the foot, man. Yeah, there's something for no more, man. Yeah.
Nafa baraka bake min for dal yokumo bela for dal pa matare min for come ani ku ya wara batal dal because nyinka iko kodo ko nyinto dal natale pamata natale ronta dal some correct dal come like it's roughly atada for roughly 6 million dal and woko do ni na rajibe dal diaspora mi bolle jaba siala probably dolfon be fonsas la ye joro ko ke dal ya ko man kan dal nyami ibe fonsas dal joro ke kotenke dal so nte dal nte na idea mi so ji dal pamata I don't know malon weda aba possible no la fanandal kabilo ro like Sukuta la kabilo la kebal fanandal pour kataji because nin kabilo la do call sita tende nyaka de la usually ka participate kabilo do ko to nyam because now remember jata kunda time mini ba woma fo mo take ba street light okay kan jani ni ba clean no le ta ko woma fo do ko wala na jata kunda group ron ka de usually ka participate nyamin dal ka finti nanji what about ni na kabilo fanana kebal mota na ma because it's so sad and if you are about dal but nina kabilo la kebal fana mani football team wol fana not like na football team or let's say ko CV wala duto ko to dal data na atandi la je ko okay la fal fana this Saturday ali la team mo mole na la fam sol pour kana ma ko multipurpose center to do ko wala dal pour you so lo ko wala dal malo fana ba munana feel nan like concern about nin ko nyinta because ka kodo mata kodo mi alon ka nyinta tala project ko nyin kono yewo kodo ta anyinta dami sukilete ya bondi woto eta moljo sukuda o fomba kala malolti momo bo kodo fomu dara sukuda dalino mari ba kala moldi mi alon hakilte lam really sorry pour ka nyin fo dalino but mari ba kala moldi mi alon hakilte le mi alon ko ite dimu fo asa keno ite dimu obitala eta karango dlata e benefit o dlata ite ta kodo mu dawote ko pour yejo pour ite na do ko Saturday Sukuta I'm sorry Gambia Jamal ka siala family ko 100% Saturday midala vulla to nata si getol do nakacha wala kun kata football jibel la dala banda bar Saturday Jamal ka siala family ko do Gambia mbe bodo Gambia Jamal na la family ka si na kacha Gambia especially Sukuta no I'm sorry, as a guy treje banta mamira dali no asiada fananda. So pama dar mala ifana nyinja dire dali no tak football team wal mutake invite dal pour participate nyum ko dal.
Yeah, Omar, yeah, I mean for it's a very good suggestion. Because until for nyum ko Birimba start la no vanga start at the community level en fanga kuru sanne ka sama kundal bedo fanga do fonsas vanga kundal fonsas vanga ka diba at least ikunda hana draba ke 10,000 or so kundal fana yo contribute towards the multipurpose. But to be honest, the response is not something that you can be proud of, you know. The response is not good. And unde ndeka from wole jane always Sukuta. It's rather unfortunate we are doing this public. It's so likely Modo Binamola Menako, you know, it's not meant for them. But Ndela career in it, like my participation in Sukuta youth activities and in general community Fankoni. Mulbuka interest so je back for only when there is chaos or there is a problem. Mulbeje Tesi ko ha krib krab, you know, mobe a fonke ko miatamu, you know, ke fatimbalti and stuff like that. But Nico Alnanga see. Sade doku bakirana, let us put heads together. Nanga sade doku, nanga nyo makoi. You know, everybody tends to be lagging behind. Then you look at it for example. Ning, ndega how you saw me from being called for. Look, Ning Caesar, this say it's time to select our sport committee chairman or executives. Most of the people will not show up. Most of the people who will not show up. Then the selection is done. They don't even complain again and stuff like that. It doesn't work like that. You know, the community work la. They all just be making noise. Like right now, honey sees a phone. Need to commit or the sport representative. Need to commit phone. You don't find that hospital or they find that no school that put a meeting okay no J. This multipurpose center is here to stop things like that. It's trying to improve the status quo. Purka makes so many get inside. They will do the bondage. At least we last on multipurpose center. So it's not about people not being aware. Because okay, Ninga group Fenko Ninsen, almost everyone is active on Facebook now. Demanka announcement and people know it. Neither Sukudan call Ikatara Jel. Neither Sukuda website Fenko Ning WhatsApp Bekatara Akatara Jel. So messages on Katara circulate not that people are not aware, but yala more now interest ko minna. Hanela fair and that dakodo. Akablado jibe, take a minka nakoda ko jibe. So ngamin for the wall be gentle on observation. Now, those in the diaspora are showing more commitment than the very people on the ground, which is the sad reality. But then we're trying to change the mindset, but it's difficult. But I mean, Ninga generalize, we have to give exceptions. There are certain groups or individuals, they are doing exceptionally well. But how many percent of the community do they represent? It's just a tiny fraction, very, very tiny fraction I would represent. So, Lana Doko in the pace, I'm back because you know, our friends and our family members are aware. You know, sometimes you know, most of you might be aware. I live in the outskirts of the community. I live very far. So you know, I just leave them there, you know, brewing their attire and then having a normal Saturday or Sunday. Yeah. So that's the fact. It's not that people are aware or they don't know this is going on. No, they are aware of it because so hardly it is a day from a baker 5 bang iman tambi wo ma fon la wala man je call moy no ni ko this Saturday or this weekend ma moy then the following week obviously jury definitely you should be able to make it up. Even if you're not able to come there the whole day because small kataraje bring someone there 8 for 5 o'clock sometimes. No kataraje the whole day because you have other things to do. At least come and do, you know, 1 hour, 30 minutes, you know, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Ni mo be okay no, ila free time o ming yasuto. Honestly, cool but jamfala bakele, but don't be on the ground right now. We're not very happy with the pacing because yes, Kodo is a constraint, but right now Kodo means to my exhaust. To be honest, my exhaust. So Jordan will be jail, bagaso will be jail, but near the mambano, doko me banno, is because the pace is too slow. The amount of work is so slow that a man can purka Jordan from bed. Because Jordan Lavinia Ning Jordan from base and Nama Fatfadin Jordan be Bantala Kodo Unicotek. Well, Kadia. But a Jordan will be J, do call Keno I bang, while an a Jordan will be a hand side, Bantala and Bina and Jordan. So Yeminfo is true. Like it's not something that we have not done before, but you know, I mean, people are not showing interest, and that is very sad. That is very, very sad because you know, you see a lot of these youths that Johnson Ricket and Lauren Jele, you know, you mantra, Ibukata Mecha Dokula, Ibukata Masoyala, Ibukata Dokula Misa Fonoko, you know, they can earn a decent living from that. So need of the call CFAL by the only way we can do it, Dolphin Bay, we don't have to give up. We still have to talk to our friends, we have to talk to other people to come and help. But Roman Kano, like if the trend is going to continue the way it is, definitely we will not have an option but to it will have some serious cost implications, definitely. But when you do, because for Molka Jorko Minfo, you may want to do that. Of course, not willingly, but you're not making any move or you're not progressing because you lack the label, the requisite label to be able to get you to where you want to be.
Sorry, but you know, I'm sorry. Assalamu alaikum. Moro nying balafa war teleman, nying balafa war bateleman. Nying balafa war.
Yeah, ndeka mi boy wolum ko like ndeka nyim boy so le me ko in the diaspora. I'm going to have everything 100%. In fact, some of them have very close members. Maybe if they look around, they need their help immediately. Maybe they don't even have a bag of rice, but go be a sacrifice to come and contribute towards their community. That goes to show how much they love their town. So if they can go that step, if they can go that far, I mean, why can't we do even more? You know, but abuka kenle dia mo la kasiare kanin kirim katbol saying, but every day, yeah. I'm sorry.
I know it's good that you came up MATARR with these ideas and discussions because me get a first of all mbalbe conton I told me in program when you in the seat pa akakolyale especially told me mujalolti diaspora jankamolla da konkong when it comes to money baba every society more elafta nedal silulo di yaja dunta daming abe progress kanne wala ko fana wakilinde so many ala ta konkong akanana ne but it makes no sense year over send so kono iko kodo belarne baddo kulal marsato man what is the point it makes after we have other priorities I'm not trying to say but we engage in so many other things but we'll spend more energy, more time. At the end of the day, Nasate ko from Belaring Dako to Jela, Mampatawoto. A couple of weeks ago, somebody asked me this question. Tala, we need to do more fundraising again for this multipurpose center. Okay. Because nte pata Gambia na nyije na project ko minjetinga altol fong tala important slot na fong no because the location of Bedami is good, it's reachable. It's very centered around the the people around that center. But Baba, saying ninkombe mol start like Joe. Baba, wala no kodo be flat at banko kodo free.
No, that is a point of contention at the moment because it's like you really have to make a choice because we are on and we know exactly how things are moving.
That's true.
And generally no one is happy regarding the pace at which things are moving. No one is happy. Momo on the ground, Momo happy bagger. And that is not because we lack the materials. We have the materials there. I mean the funds, like I said,
commitment from the people.
Exactly. So say you have a choice.
Of their own project. Baba, na fa dinto would lat dinti J, it a phone didn't do for maybe because the bigger picture of Antaman for Molka Jelapang. The bigger picture for Min Benafasu Tolinta, Commando Batola, will do found a bad infant Daman for the new Kono.
Yeah, I could call it every time.
I bet Larry Jele, Satila Tamu. Time comes, time passes, but at least if I'm Kalunoka. Baby Janne, we know how it is. Jam model be right now in the world our soul kuntuta la pat. mol dolla awsol kuntuta la nyi sa saba caring ila suwo kono fambe keri watu wolbe ko di kumon fule ani ya badi ngol nin kudol dol fambe ko di job jawol min belate ila immigration status fam mampete ya but ila love for
so ndela amra mi min fofana Umar Asim fofana I think is something back fana rigorous campaign online to try to get people to really show up wala fana ka mol fana tawarte because nindi amol ke like nami for draw wala bijama ko mol mala min bakke or they are not even aware ko do ko no mol yakamtale interest la man taraje baake so fo nga ñoo jibe mba ñoo encourage la ñame tell a friend to tell a friend nga ñoo jibe mba ñoo encourage la ñame but honestly speaking I'm afraid we may have to incorporate the labor cost as well in the budget fenko in project budget nyinto even though that was initially kind of committed but model bijeme ko site ale kanyina foko yala na dimba ki ikaje ko ni na do ko di whole day oui but yala woman ke it's not a reasonable excuse I don't even buy that ma fenke because min bije the truth of the matter is these are the people who are coming.
What skill set
no, the truth of the matter, these are the people that are coming.
Because nin come back free design, nimbe labor cost nin call vehicle tente. We also have to put in mind ko well nin nada ka skill knowledge don't what am more charge lalde.
Ayala wo.
Yeah, na sinalo,
Ayo man.
Basically, boy, I thought found coming dollar last meeting of phone, kabiri my use diaspora meeting or. Mbafo ka nyo fonse nyo charge no la kote kabe ya understand because ndo pana basela le minna multipurpose sinde takang bagaso le bang ya understand ko di mantal la ringi ya non o mun ndo fana miraro tu mbafo ka coming sai mol fele mol mini ya do sai o mo kino fonse murun no kan na kote ke dan ko but nothing nunko the situation is like that on the ground and then ninko I don't know mol mina ko yuruta suguta bo ko do mutar Ida do good if all a multipurpose take I don't know for Nendiro man but I think
just to put it in context, like last weekend for example, yala inka kondon ko organize normal ko kondon organize so just to let you know debirin data jam pare de kondon la I endeavor to buy them soft drinks. So no one can drink a packet less, which is 24. Maybe as far as that. That's how much people we had there. How many people we had there. So that's effectively we had definitely had less than 24 active people because Hano didn't know me fanka or didn't mess me big will be a film course at all. Na cake waffle and cake di belaje. Over a cake di langajelajo, that was like $230 is 230 divided by $10. That means we had like 23 people only also, including the little kids min kataraje. Yeah, so Sukuta were nyaming. Yeah,
Mr. Jata
were nyaming.
Jata,
and
right?
you have to go the PABG because Santa Mason do cola. So we'll do be if I meant Mason. Maton BJ, maybe Jibril well long another think that is one boy the alarming your other people but the rest will be a move. Almost support gallery. Like we want to call them the support the assistants. Dol be Baba no Alna Bloko,
yeah,
but then again, the fundraising aspect, I don't think we should still slow on that. The fundraising aspect is still very important because whatever happens or whatever decision is taken at the end of the day, money will never be out of the equation. It's always going to be there. So I understand yes, mim fananka most on the wall kaje ko ko do mim bon aba doku kanne doko ba ke kanne to be honest doko ba ke kanne because don't follow la pisala because bi nga petem follow sans mai konkri ko be da konkri ko defon da mana ma kumbodal because you know it has to be a strong structure because nim doko fon la kolya be ba duma ni nga duma so fo kolya rek pour ka wuli ni fe ka bonni duma ka finti sando mon kolya ko rek So betango ko concrete ko juruma jele kende ka fonde. Okay, juruma jele kende ka. So like I said, ndifana kumbo kamina wala. Because han last time for last do ko papa si min ka fengo ke chama. Gio father shot nyinko. Foundation on. Sorry, that was an incoming call. Gio sada na foundation kono fala ba I pump all ta purka dunda kono ka Gio nyin saba using a generator just to extract the pra Gio in bonino fenko nyin kono. So mo Gio le bondi after purka blanyin clear no ka block on low no je. So like I said, our fear is still not eliminated because Janin next doko we hope that no heavy rain will happen. Bani heavy rain kara kore ke baye ko mo bagol min be bondi dinko kono sama college sendi ko tege dinko kono foundation on kono. So ndole expectation o kede no minti wolam last because bimba boloje the previous week wala foda ko nyin last week ko min tamete mo jumala binala nang pour ka make so at least no local bail on the local bail in the hanaba kala 6 cost no 6 cost of fenta across all the areas of me no ka center iba ko now we are safe sama busa ta nyaawonya anatra bankol be julmata in fact that's what we want ning fenko nyimbe for the 6 course ni ba mbinasi la ko de bankol nyinge be murundi pour ka fenko nyim fila la nye level but unfortunately we were not able to get the numbers, you know. Milnata na wole la kadoke no baboli nyol. Well, these are people who are very active there. Boli mimba jana Richard la younger brother nyol. In fact it all ba call nyin kundaje bake kada Jibril Maya nyol tenda nyol. You know, they are very active in it, you know. But then, like I said, the few that are committed are the few that you keep seeing all the time. Few new faces will come, but you know, that's it. Few hours and then they are gone. You don't see them again. And in Karamo, I cannot mention all the names. Mina ko Beba active in back. Come in Karamo Champion. I Kusala brother. You know, these are regular faces. You know, Sukanjanyol, for example, Bokunda. You know, I think she's one of the females. Mina because she's very active in the whole Fenkon fact. You know, don't be Hanatre came out at him or Labaraka Sawarendile. But diaspora commitment means on the call for diaspora commitment means especially the youth Fenkon.
Yeah.
Go, sorry, then they did to call Dunka, you know. So yeah, so no commitments if us no jang. Like I said, man naka give up wala ka ko ino particular tela. No, okay no la say is too early. We still have to keep on doing the campaigning, especially online. Like I said, anyone who matters as far as this thing is concerned, they are all aware of this. No one is there to claim that they are not aware. No. Because always na kelanka forum ka fenko kelanga sen noy jang anu jama fana sukuta kol mimba fenko do almost sukuta kol be mo ba online be ko la fenko ja postings injele. So we still have to, you know, intensify that campaigning. Then on the ground fana nga jibe linkeno la, but so far it's not as good as expected.
Okay, ndala malon dal, you know, I think ndala fana side diaspora fana nyanda na akata mbakata kan dal, you know, but because was borona na dal ha buku na dal, you know. Na brother soul na try na diamond na brother soul because na mandala last phone call in last program of Minnesota ja na foje lo come like, you know, to tell a friend, you know, ka fe eterie prior ta phone call ni dula do ni ko do ko wala ji dal, because probably often bandema because nina na jibe ka sama min fotentin dal abakala jurmala sapika dingo sin fa pare abe na sare abasinal ko den so time o ni jure sono ni, because sa dunia kata nyamin dal, you know, mol ko upgrade le but intel since I sugar and never downgrade kan, you know, so ni mol ba try kan pour ka friend another level also amman tro kuke kam mi alon kal bo fotalaji. So na mina dal diaspora fana mini alon ko dali bo commit li nyun ko kan kaje ko mi multipurpose center ko ta successfully material dal, you know, na family, you know, brothers or intero, you know, because momo ba tamol na da jam fana dal, you know, itero was so ko no mi alon ko dali sa fo no ay ko onko ya mi ta fara multipurpose center dollar dal, you know, probably wol ba lamoy lale yetaji instead of kata ko do mutak kaju kadi molle mi alon ko dal na di end of the day amante ya ina fala ko ko fo ngala dal, you know, comme na fa ya fa nyamin dal because ndal ba
Omar
attack ane
Omar, just to add on to that, if you could remember some time ago, there was a message, that very strong message that you sent. In fact, it went viral Sukuta here. You know, Eka boys will encourage Puriana, you know, do Kulan into, you know, because people are not and everything. biru message on sa for Sukuta most of the groups be ala moyle. Ndolfa hopefully this time turn out better, but it was virtually the same. Maybe 3 or 4 more additional people all direct, and your message was very clear. Everybody was like, yes, incoming volume kesori, because you were talking to them, you were talking in their language. Everybody understand that, yes, this is the guy who is speaking the language that is understood by many. But it didn't make much difference. It did not.
So actually that
so not just to be elaborating on the weaknesses or challenges that we are having. I think to be fair, we should also try to focus also on some of the achievements so far. And I have to be honest, the mere fact that the project is able to kick off on the ground, there were so many challenges. We not come here to disclose those things. But then the mere fact that the project on from start alhamdulillah, and then again, there is also a saying, when you have committed people towards a cause, there is still hope. Sometimes it's better to have few people that are committed than to have a large number of people. They are just there, probably just to show face without actually having any good intention for the project. So the Wofananka, I can hope dinner sometimes, and then we believe still we can, like most of you are aware, VDC Congress and we have brought on board some new people. We are really confident that they will energize us. They will give us a lot of input. Will definitely contribute towards achieving our general objectives. So in fact, we are about to have our first meeting on Sunday. We are meeting for the first time, and this is our top project. This is top on the agenda. So multipurpose in a case, we have to sit down and devise and then see where we are missing things or where we can improve, especially community participation. That is something that would definitely come on the table again. So overall, for now, we may have some disappointment in terms of the community participation, but then there are a few who are really coming, and we are seeing that. 8 o'clock on a Saturday, you go, these people are there, and then they stay on, sometimes 5, 4, 5. We have every weekend you want to come, because the only time you have is Saturday, Sunday, for example. So sometimes you can understand if the same person wants to go every Saturday or Sunday, it's not tenable. But Ningo Mojuma convinced no you can participate. Hanata Dobina 2 hours, Dobina just today Damala, Dobina Sunday Damala. It will make a lot of difference. It will make a great impact. So I still want to appeal. Let's send the message. Let's keep pushing for our folks down here to take this as their own project. This is it's not going to be for me as an individual. It's not going to be for Nafa. It's not going to be for Omar Asi. Amanda KARANTA Rabi Bas Namo. Amanda Adadin Tata, Amanda Talatati, Amanda Bubacham Tati. Abu Puru Sate ability. It's for the community, and in fact beyond. At the end of the day, left them in the wall, a better community, a better Sukuta, a better Gambia. That is it. That's the message we are trying to put across. So ye Jos the Jeman Jos the J, Alabe Jola Jele, whether you know it or not. Because Karangolom, whether you have a monetary payment or not, Alabe Jola Jele. So let's focus on that. Jibe, more efforts in just to improve the situation that. Yeah.
Okay. Nafa nalom for tale bije fa nafa ani because na time o min bije fa na man sia bag aladin narana PAMATAR malom fanan dal iba min fula like diaspora mo fanan bijandal because akata nyawanya ni nyaw ko do tatale ko do la face face o nyin tatal dal so do fanan sa nanan dal akata nyawanya ni nyama dal negative side of total dal but positive side of fanan bije mi alon ko da wo fanan tatale dal because de ajala alla special VDC fana alia youth sol mi alon ko malan wol show wol hadin daw wol ali ni fana du baba ko special youth sol la karo seems that but youth sol fana encourage kan pour like ya dun sati do ko kono dala no akuma ya batala beti ya batale so ndel fana mi alon ko diaspora ja youth sol dal male ba mu encouragement kula fola ni mi atinda min batina dali no basi ani nyanya fa namba duna sukuta la do ko kende ke dali no komil ba ke ga nyamin sa bulo la fanu je nyamin dali no ani ala den nafa no mo sa fen soto ne be min jonna je dali no ani even ke bal fo dali be encourage la nyamin dali no because positive sides of financial sate kono because sare ni aji be sa en dali no gol dol ba ke je wata mai man tama kan je you know.
Yeah, but me guy, first I still have to commend you guys, diaspora youth, especially SHANKA BILAL Fong, kada OMAR JATTA Fong, kada Rabi Bas, you know, and then Aladdin Fong, you know, Alba Minke, and this is you know, Ella Momo, this is your moral obligation, and then you have gone beyond the minimum requirement. Beyond that. So we have to commend you for that. We still want to appeal to you. Coming Ghana Pasi, I want to assure you as a VDC executive, as somebody who has been working in the community for a long time, I want to assure you that Alka Kudo Kodiki Kodonying is in safe hands. Your Allah Kodo are in safe hands, and they will go in the intended purpose. No diversion whatsoever. Alka Kodo means assurance I want to give to you, not only as an executive member of VDC, but also as the author for VDC. So let's encourage Lefana still. Allah contribution you can still double up. It's not easy. You have so many things to take care of. You have your personal commitments, family commitments, home and abroad. It's not easy. But I still want to encourage you, Paralia Jibe, as a min Lafano J, still Allah contribution on Lafadal. Aya no nyama, you know, through one-to-one, through collective fenkoning. Still, Ale Feo Fenki, like I said, is going to the project, unless you decide otherwise. And we make so called, you know, Ale project on Yintola main priority Mintola is successful. So all success in the Keno Ninga Tarantata for all along the way, of course, like I said, the going in a pacing is slow in the sense that we thought it would be faster than it is. It's not as expected. But then, notwithstanding, we are moving. That is very important. We are moving. Every week that we go there, every day that we go there, something is done on the ground. Something is definitely done on the ground. So Momo kana yefan kana ko school ba kekane. And then we don't want a situation where funds in sentence have it has come to a halt. So even though the pace is slow. So you don't want a situation where it goes to a point where it catches up with the fund that is there. Then suddenly because sign a big setback. So it's better than slowing forward to a point it catch up with the funds that we have then mana kukeno. So against that background, I still want to appeal. I talk about good work, Minkeka. You still double up on that. Then hopefully, it's just a matter of time. One day, inshallah, we'll all look back and say, hey, come on, man, it's been really tough. We're there. You know? Yeah, that's my little take on this idea.
Yeah, and more do fana phone ko safaro ke jandala ko natra fana mi suggest ko like Saturday nali abi kabilo la da let's say kabilo mi basukuta Saturday ko nin kabilo bi wala la do ku do mo le fana suggest jandal, you know. So
brilliant idea. That's a brilliant idea.
Yeah,
that's a brilliant idea. Noted.
Yeah, Governor Wato Bandarsheim, but final words, man. Every negative there are some positives as well, man. So regardless, you know, service for peace, Red Cross, skills, men and stuff, you know. Sometimes it's good, you know, to have, you know, somebody who is part of the executives to come and tell us the reality of the ground, because for people like me, man, I know for people to be suggested to get paid from the little money we send, I don't think, you know, but it is what it is, you know, times have changed. Guys, you know, Karibari ka sa atin ako do muta kulita multipurpose will local. Never understand them go farm. But it is by the by, man. It is what it is. So unfortunately, these are the times we're living now. Not at the far to a point we have to pay people. Yes, I could do that because unya interlogy. I was them into Satu nga phone racing get cut again. But don't mean I'm going to phone racing get out. You know, to go back to the same people and then you know there's people in Sukuta I don't know how you're gonna do it because they don't want to pick your call. In never caring young, like I was saying to start with, you know, people are doing multiple jobs and stuff. If could sacrifice key Sukuta. I think you know the least, you know, especially those youths there, the least you can do is help BDC, you know, Saturday. You know, not to go more busy at the Saturday. Like Umari I don't think Karawa okay. Nzambulo will not go busy on Saturday. Yeah. But all man, you know, all the final words, you know. Morning back, you know, I can't give up. The committed ones just still continue, man. Like you know, MATARR said, job ala global. That's it, man. Okay. Baraka, man.
Aladdin.
I don't. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if you guys talked about it, but I'm just suggesting for community. Like we should also target, for example, like Jablani, you know, coming because y'all don't see what I mean. Like anywhere, a group of people surround me and we can have one individual there. Like fast was there, people go there, right? We should target people like that. You know, we go to Jablani, like Biguruya, Seaview, and all those people, and then talk to them. You know, okay, you know, y'all be my infant goes to the you know what I'm saying, coming Saturday, you know, so that they can bring old people, you know, that would be like a good turnout for us too. You know, if we can target all the head figures in those kind of groups, you know, that would be good. And also, I just want to encourage every youth, and everything. You know, thank you to you guys. You know, because and everything. And then in regards to payments, we should encourage no payments. You know, Hanima Mojol, outside of you. It's simple as that. You know, because if people are busting their excuse my word, if people are busting their asses in here, right? Spend $20, $40 in order for this project to go forward. You know, why do we have to pay people that, you know, just to go there? You know, like this is an opportunity for your kids, for your nieces, your nephews, you know, in order to utilize this facility in Abanda. And then if we have a target deadline, then it's just gonna draw us back. But at the end of the day, we have to understand one thing, like, you know, we have to start crawling in order to start walking. So if it is gonna take us like little step, you know, just to get there, let's do it, but let's not encourage the payments. You know, that's just what I have to say. And then thank you to everyone, all the youth, me and everything, you know, Alma Aljo and you know, Alma Ayala cool Hajul Bay Jara, you know. So I have to say.
Yeah, Allah baraka
all the viewers too.
Komin na atondi bambo ya fanyami wolonda, you know, mfana ye joya na dala komi joro ba kala kai fombi da birgama fombi da bolon wala kono fon kara mol kama je na kombo be bulwa bare mfana ye joya ba ke, you know, bara kala nyaani ne bambo mi fana bo wala fala dal, you know, na try dal mbikuru because mbikuru ni ajibe Muhammad wala boys or blue boys or number ibe nim mbikuru la ko wala nyoko na kende kan ibe ka base mbikuru la side le, you know. So na try no wol fana mo dal contact dal, you know, ñu group sol dal ni diam probably o fana mbal de mal dal, you know, o fana ma ko rokla pour mo na join dal but ni ala sonda ñu programme si fa dal mba kala dal, you know, nga ma VDC la mo soto jam pour like, you know, kan update ani fana dal, you know, ka ko do start fanya mi alon ka ba sate ko no dal, you know, because akuma dal pour mo mi fana yalon ko be diaspora ja e kalon elo kodo ka dunda min do anim fane kalon sate lo kolba ke ga nyami anim fane kalon fana iba min kala da pour ka sate futande to another level because coming ba karanta ya fa nyami last time so go dan dali am fonso independent also de ndel mum fonso banko ti Gambia kono ndel man dara Gambia kono ndel na ta da fa luda ma su go do mun talal na fence mum fonso banko because man sa ko na man ku kentele ana man fokkol kentele Gambia ko e su go do kono So independent of bambulo kono de na momo wolon biya long last time na fojane karanta ya fojane. So ni mi malon dal ya lo wonyama independent of bandal bulo kono. So nyin dal ba fala mo biya la baraka next time dal ning ala sonda dal ko min naflo ka kenya min dal no batula ka wonyam kanana jam ko update sol diala ando na ala sonda fana nyinta kren na labon wati pour ni VDC la mole nana ni ka jandal mo mol invite la jana min yalon ko ni binala ni ka jandal from different angle dal Germany janno bang England no bang America no anywhere dal ala baraka bake dal nafa bambo tala ni pamata ani ibo afana ya baraka bake dal.
Yeah, lastly boy nata nungo ngida lebo jolgi ni multipurpose center fana banda min na karon je bam fana jolale go keran keso then all of me
fair enough.
It should be free. Yeah, man. Yeah, what do you guys?
But I hope we will reach that point. I hope we'll reach there, inshallah. I think this is very important. You guys made some very good suggestions. So Ngabra, we also take it on board during our next meeting, especially approach Bintala Kamol encourage Kada community to Kada individual influencer people. These are very good strategies. So we also try to see at the end of the day, all what we want is one day we look back and say, yes, it's been really tough, hectic, but we've done it. And we just clap ourselves. Yeah. Once again, Allah Baraka Bage, thank you so much, everybody, for your time and your kind words. Yeah. You're all patriots, man.
Yeah,
thank you, guys.
Baraka Bage Pamada, thank you for your community.
Allah Baraka Sanga.
Yeah, man.
Yama Adam Baro Hapano Table.
Ninga Gava, you see it title. Ngai title.
Good evening, good night.
All right, man.
All right, assalamu alaikum.